Hi everyone, welcome to RCM Mastery. Have you ever looked at your health insurance card and seen those letters, HMO, PPO, EPO, and wondered what they actually mean for your healthcare choices? Well, in today's explainer, we're going to demystify Managed Care Organization Plans, or MCOs. We're going to break down the four main types so you can see exactly how they stack up.
So what is a managed care organization really? At its heart, it's a system designed to do two key things: manage the quality of your healthcare and, just as important, manage the cost. The way they do this is by building a network. That's a group of doctors, hospitals, and specialists they've contracted with to provide care to their members at a lower pre-negotiated price.
Okay, let's start with our first one, the HMO. That stands for Health Maintenance Organization. The easiest way to think about an HMO is that it's the plan with the most structure. It works with a very clear set of rules, and to get your care covered, you've got to follow them.
This breaks down the three core rules of pretty much any HMO. First, your care is strictly in-network. If you go outside of it, you're probably not getting any benefits. Second, you have to choose a primary care physician, your PCP, who's basically the quarterback for your care. And third, that PCP acts as a gatekeeper. If you need to see a specialist, you absolutely need to get a referral from them first.
Now, let's swing to the complete other end of the spectrum with our second plan, the PPO, or Preferred Provider Organization. If an HMO is all about structure, you can think of a PPO as being all about flexibility and choice.
With a PPO, you get the freedom to see providers both inside and outside of the network, though you'll definitely pay less if you stay in-network. But what's really key here is the direct access. You don't need a primary care physician, and you don't need to get a referral to see a specialist. You have the control to just go ahead and book that appointment yourself.
All right, our third plan is the Point of Service, or POS plan. This one is interesting. It's a true hybrid, mixing features from both that structured HMO and the flexible PPO we just talked about.
So, how does this hybrid actually work? Well, you get the PPO-style flexibility to go out of network for your care, but at the same time, you've got that HMO-style structure. That means you're still required to have a primary care physician, and that PCP has to give you a referral before you can see any specialists. It's a real mix and match.
And that brings us to our fourth and final type, the EPO, which stands for Exclusive Provider Organization. Just like the POS plan, this one creates its own unique blend by borrowing features from the others.
You see, an EPO plan takes that strict network rule from the HMO. You absolutely have to stay inside the plan's exclusive network for your care to be covered, but it gives you the flexibility of a PPO. That means you don't need a PCP, and you don't need a referral to see any specialist, as long as they're in that network.
This chart here makes it so easy to see the key differences at a glance. Let's just take a second to look at it. You can see how the HMO and EPO both require you to stay in-network. Then you've got the HMO and POS plans, which both require a PCP and referrals. And then you have the PPO, which really stands out, offering total freedom across all three categories.
So after all that, what's the big takeaway? It really comes down to a balancing act. There's almost always a trade-off between flexibility and cost. The plans that give you more freedom, like a PPO, will usually come with higher monthly premiums. On the flip side, the more restrictive plans, like an HMO, often have lower costs. It's really about finding the right balance that fits your healthcare needs and your budget.
If you found this video helpful, please hit like and subscribe for upcoming videos.